as they say.
It's not as exciting when it's not glass.
You have to say clink.
Clink. Hello and welcome to another episode of Between Two Pints. I'm your host Rob, and with me today is Toren Atkinson.
Hi.
Toren, you're a legendary individual. You've done many amazing things in your life, including art for the D20 Lovecraft book, which I'm a big fan of.
The Call of Cthulhu D20 rulebook, yes.
Yes.
That's the one.
I played many fun games in London, England with my friends.
That was a sweet gig. I've been doing artwork since probably about 1995, 96 professionally in the gaming industry. I started with a little company called Pagan Publishing because they were a fan of my band.
Tell me more about your band.
My band is the darkest of the Hillside Thickets, and it's an H.P. Lovecraft inspired rock and roll band.
That's awesome.
And we've been a band since 1992, which is a long time. And
this seamless segue from the Call of Cthulhu book to your band is because you're actually here to talk about your band.
That's true. We have a fundraiser that we launched a few days ago, we'll say that, for a new album called The Dukes of Alhazred.
Wow, that's really cool.
And if you're not a Lovecraft fan, Abdul Alhazred was the author who wrote the Necronomicon, the fabled tome of mystery, with which you can summon up horrible monsters from outer space and between, interdimensional spaces and whatnot.
I really enjoyed the audiobook by Barbara Streisand.
Oh, I haven't listened to that one.
There's musical numbers. It's magic.
Yeah, this is our 5th studio album. We've released 4 CDs over the past 20 years. Yeah, so we finally got off our asses. The last one was about 8 years ago. It was called The Shadow of Tim, which is another Lovecraft reference. And the fans were clamoring, I guess. And we decided to, pull up our bootstraps and write some songs. And so we put the fundraiser on Indiegogo.
Excellent. I love Indiegogo. We did our second season of Standard Action through that, and I funded a few other things with Indiegogo.
It's very useful.
It's awesome.
And we're so grateful to the fans because as of this recording, we met our goal today. So that was for just the recording of the music and digital versions of the album. Our next stretch goal will be the physical CDs.
Wow, that's awesome. And now, just because they've already succeeded doesn't mean you shouldn't get out there and pre-purchase the album right now. Like, stretch goals are actually where some really interesting things can happen.
Yes, and we did not expect it to go as well as it did, so we're very pleased about that. So we are coming up with some new stretch goals. We're talking about some t-shirts. We're talking about possibly a video, more songs.
There's talk of you possibly doing an audiobook. I don't know.
That's one of the 13 terrible secrets of the darkest of the Hillside Thickets.
That should be out by the time this episode.
That should be out by the time that this airs. Yes, I am a professional voice actor. I've done voice work for video games, and I did a Barbie commercial. That was fun.
Wow.
I played the turtle on the Barbie commercial. Hey guys, wait for me. That was my line. So the audiobook we're going to pick a shortish H.P. Lovecraft story, possibly The Tomb, which is the origin of the band name, The Darkest of the Hillside Thickets. It's a quote from that book. Short story. And Mario, who's our guitarist, will underlay. He's going to interlay some weird spooky guitar sounds over me narrating the Lovecraft story.
I can't wait, and I'm sure you guys will make whatever stretch goal you need to get that, because you guys have only been out for a few days, and it was a very modest sum that you asked for to do a new album.
Yeah, it was $9,000,
which is great, and the fact that you got it so quickly, it's really exciting because you could turn this into like a music video or an audiobook.
Yeah, it is very exciting. We've had about 5 or 6 music videos that we made over the years. The last one for the song title is 20 Minutes of Oxygen.
I watched that video and wow, I love, like, it's so good, and the production quality is amazing. Like, you guys should go check out 20 Minutes of Oxygen, the video. I'll put like a link below, but that was a great video. Who shot that?
That was my good friend Mike Jackson from Steam Powered Films, and hopefully if we can get our shit together, we hopefully will be able to do another one. We don't know what song. We were just only talking about it today, so it's all very new and exciting. I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. But.
Well, I think that the sky is the limit right now, within reason.
Yes, we will put a stretch goal for the sky. That is as much as we will do.
Awesome. And now we're just going to take a quick break of talking about your awesome band, and we're going to talk about what we're drinking today. I'm actually drinking bubble tea for the first time in a very long time. Many of our viewers may not know what bubble tea is. There's weird things at the bottom.
They're tapioca pearls.
Yeah, and now we put vodka in it, so don't worry. But
Relax.
Yeah.
There's booze.
There's booze in this. This is like the Vancouver version of vodka in a Slurpee from 7-Eleven.
Sure. Yep, I can go with that. Originally from Taiwan.
Okay.
I believe is the origin of bubble tea. If the little sheet of paper at the place I usually get my bubble tea from is to be believed.
The history of bubble tea.
The short history of bubble tea.
Excellent.
And, you can have it as a slush. You can have it just liquid. You can have it like a milkshake bubble tea. You can have it with pearls or without. You could have it with grass jelly.
Interesting.
That's a thing.
What?
It's a thing. Grass jelly.
Is it made from grass or?
I don't know. To be determined.
And now tell me what flavors, because you were telling me there's a taro one, and like, what the heck is that?
My top 3 bubble tea flavors are probably taro, red bean, and maybe matcha, the green tea.
Ooh, I like matcha.
Yeah, I like the Asian flavors in my Asian drink apparently. But taro is kind of like, I feel like if you want the real bubble tea experience, like, what did you get? You got peach.
I got peach. But I got a taro to try later without the vodka.
I feel like, if you're trying it for the first time, get something that you're going to enjoy. But if you want like the full, I don't want to say exotic, because that seems slightly racist. But but taro is kind of like, that's what exemplifies bubble tea for me. The purple, a taro is like a potato of some kind that you would find in Asia somewhere.
I think I've had things flavored with it, and it is a bit, it's a bit sweet.
Yeah. You can get, usually when you get the taro flavored bubble tea, you get the powder. Because you can have fresh fruit bubble tea, you can have powder, you can have, syrups or whatever. I have had real, fresh taro bubble tea before, and it did taste like potato, and I wouldn't do that again. But the powdered taro bubble tea is the bomb.
And so you are a proponent of the artificial taro.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I got fresh watermelon today, but I actually do prefer the powdered watermelon flavor when I get my bubble tea.
Well, this has definitely been interesting. I skipped dinner, so the bubble teas are a small amount of chewy sustenance that are making my stomach stop rebelling. But let's jump back to your band and the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets. You actually were you down with them for the last Lovecraft Film Festival in Oregon?
Warren, who was the other founding member of the band, the rest of the guys jumped in, within the first couple years. We went down to the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival in Portland, Oregon last year. Actually, as part of our podcast, I have a podcast called Caustic Soda. And we went down to have a show with H.P. Lovecraft film legend Jeffrey Combs, who you also
Reanimator.
know from Reanimator, who you also will know from Star Trek.
Wayun, and many others.
Many others, yeah. But yes, we also, we've been to the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival a few times to perform. This last year we went down, mostly for the podcast, but they did rope us into doing an acoustic set.
Oh, wow.
Just me and Warren, which is the first time we've ever done that. And it was fine. It was great.
Do you think you might try to do it again this year?
I don't know.
You should reach out to them, do a stretch goal, get tickets.
Oh my God. The sky's the limit, people.
It never ends. Now, except that it does end. And on that, we are almost out of time. I only have one more question for you.
All right.
Actually, I have 2 more questions. The first one is, okay, Jeffrey Combs, he's a god because he was a reanimator.
He's a swell guy. He totally, we're a bunch of jackasses, and he totally rolled with it. He was great. Go to causticsodapodcast.com and just plug Jeffrey Combs into the search bar and you'll find the episode.
I may put a link below just because
do that.
I'm a giant fan of his.
So what was your question?
And I guess the second question is, what if you have 30 seconds to think about it, what would the next title of the next album be?
Before we went with the Dukes of Alhazred, we were talking about doing the Ultraviolet album because bands have the White album, the Black album, and if fans of H.P. Lovecraft will know that Ultraviolet has a very prominent place in one of the stories, From Beyond, where he taps into the ultraviolet realm and monsters come out and wreak havoc. So it was going to be the Ultraviolet album.
Well, thanks for joining me today, Toren, and introducing me to
Clink.
Bubble Tea. Clink. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Check it out below. Check out his Indiegogo. You guys should donate, pre-purchase the album. I've heard some of their stuff. Go check out the 20 minutes of Oxygen music video. That'll totally sell you on the album. But thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan.
All right.
Oh,
hey.
It didn't choke on any of the pearls. It didn't choke on any of the pearls.
I had to pause it. That one I was like, it started. You know, when you breathe in and it starts to move down.
Yeah. Well, when you get to the bottom, like if you're me, there's like 2 or 3 pearls down there. The rest of the drink is gone. So you're just like you're trying to find them. You're like, and then actually one will go down the back of your throat,
and then you die.
And then you die.